We've done another recall,
Not that I'm aware of, Mr. Cole, my head.
so you guys can set it.
Okay, Ray? Lewis. That's me. Alright, so this past weekend we had testing, in this group, JD and Mo, we only, Ethan, yep, Ethan, good team. JD, Mo, and middle Mo, as we think you call him, tested, and I just gotta tell you, they were terrible. I think Ethan did a good job, other than that, the other 26 were just terrible. Here's the conundrum that we have with our testing sequences. There's another awful. Here's the conundrum that I have with our testing sequences, or testing cycles rather. We've got a group that does really good consistently. And then it seems like white belts, you have to have leeway to go for white belts, they don't understand what we're looking for. So we're always pushing harder to get that part better. Here's the bottom line. And these two are just going to nod their head. Well, probably the first two rows. I'm never satisfied. And y'all can do great. Y'all are wonderful. And I'll tell you, you're wonderful. And Carrie's going in. And y'all do wonderfully. And you're better than any other class out there in the whole region. I always want to push. And it's because, to be quite honest, I'm obsessed with pride.
Shocker.
What you saying, Mr. Banks? Anyway, I'll tell you one thing, and we talked about this as a black belt panel. Breaking the last 3 or 4 testings has been really good. And I mean, he's not in this group right now, but Katie. Yes. For those of y'all who do not know, little Katie has struggled with board breaking a lot in the whole time he's been here. And he put in a lot of extra time practicing with that. They would come in privately and we would work on it. And he messed up the side, he was really on the side, put everything up, 1, 2, 3, like that. And so that's good. It's good to see progress. And that's what we're after. Progress a little bit every time. You'll see that I have already started the board for May 13th. Ms. Pam, Mr. Jansen, your names are already on there. Yes, ma'am. You may put your name on there, yes, ma'am. See, when I was putting the name, I was trying to get the after school class started. I'm trying to see on here, let's see. Tammy probably put her name on there. You know your book caught all the way through? You put your name on there. Which means Anthony probably put his name on there. Are you sure does he know his book caught all the way through? Go ahead. Mr. Shane, we need to do an assessment, see where you're at, what you need to know.
Sir, what if I told you I know Tom Fuentecia?
I'd say congratulations.
See, if I was Tammy and you asked me the question, I was like, no, he does not.
Another thing that has happened these last couple of testings, our testings are obviously getting much bigger. Since Lee's dojo is growing very quickly, she had 13 tests this time. She had 13, I had 14, so it's a huge group. If you didn't watch it on YouTube, the white belt, yellow belt group was enormous. You had 19 in there. That's growth, everybody growing, whole system growing. All right, tonight, we're gonna fight. It ain't got to be point style, we can do kumite, we can do whatever, we can get some licks in. All right, good scared? Ready? Alright, Mr. Simba, boys, the last couple of times it's either been him or somebody give points, when we stretch it, boys, do some big warm-ups. Ms. Carey, do you have to leave at 8?
Yes, please.
How was your day, Mr. Darby?
Does anybody else have to leave at 8?
Wait, I have a question. You need to change your clock, otherwise.
Oh, yeah.
This,
That's it.
it is not 6:13.
There's a thing called daylight savings that happens.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, here's the funny
I'm
thing,
pretty sure they implemented.
this is an atomic clock, so it's supposed to be automatic. Thank you, go ahead.
I think it did that last year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but did they implement daylight saving times during the second World, the first World War?
No, sir. Before that.
Wasn't that about 18 something? Like, oh,
Good stuff. Good sound.
Mr. Mo, do you have a bad joke?
Nope. But I did have a good day.
Which is even better than that joke. Mo, you can let Kylie know I'm gonna put her name on the board, because I know she's ready.
Yes, sir.
Was,
He shoulders apart. First down.
Was,
To the left. To the right. Back to the middle. Sit down. Forward.
how was your day, Mr. Simba?
It was good.
School's good?
I didn't have school today.
Oh, yeah. Days off, at least in my youth.
You tried downloading this, season
Hey,
4
Tom.
Walking Dead?
I had school today, I had to teach. I teach at the War Officer Career College, in the department head for military history. So I teach everything from the French and Indian War up to Gulf War, Desert Storm, and the Gulf War. I'm occasionally called on to teach doctrine, leadership, communication, all sorts of things. I'm also a dissertation chair.
Put it right in. There's more.
What's that?
So in other words, you do some of all of them.
Yeah, and I also manage a new journal. That's been very exciting. Cultivating some new articles, finishing up some revisions. It's all very exciting. it's my mom and some other person is driving us over. My mom says I'm doing great. Oh, no, yes.
Switch legs.
Are you want to
Actually, today started off super good because a new paper was published in the journal and it's referencing communication. And like, not in passing, but the author spent a minute on it and I was like,
That's even better than publishing your own work.
dude, I was just glowing. I was like,
Somebody read it and they referenced
and they understood it. They actually understood it. It was delightful. It set my day off. I was like, yeah, nothing bad can happen now.
That's cool.
And that's it. The rest of the day was glorious.
And then you came in and you got the
First
point.
one with that name.
We will see what it is.
Yesterday was a rock. Yesterday he was like, well, what time is it really? And I'm like, now that it's daylight savings, it's really 9 o'clock, and you really have to go to bed. It may have been at 8 o'clock yesterday, but it is really 9 o'clock.
But you have to appreciate the depth of understanding it. Well, what time is it really? You should have started with, wow, there's some philosophical underpinnings there we don't do.
We're getting how far.
Yes.
And I finished the first lesson in my Marquette's historian course. That's exciting. Because I haven't gone to school as a student in a hot minute, so when they gave me good grades, I was like, yeah, still got it.
It's only been like, what, 1 or 2 years since we were in high school. Someone said that.
Why you was about to say that? That's like something I could say.
No, if it was Mr. Darby, I'd say he hasn't gone to school since the Stone Age.
I mean, if you go to school this long, if you go to school 4 decades, you can imagine doing that, and then one day you graduate, and you're like, oh, this is horrible. Because then the world expects
What
things.
was this daylight savings time? Was it yesterday?
It was.
Sunday.
2 o'clock Sunday morning.
I don't know, I know my father was already at that time, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm wrong.
I told the researcher that I thought her paper was brilliant, shared it on everything, passed it around to some folks, you gotta get it circulated, because it was her first published book.
The what?
Nerds gotta support nerds.
There you go.
It's like nerds.
Is that how Microsoft got started?
You pick up on a very particular thing when you walk into your machine.
Technically speaking, if you want to go back several generations, that's how Frankenstein got written.
Nerds,
Were you there?
nerds.
Yes. Who wrote, and you remember who wrote Frankenstein?
Mary Shelley, sir.
Mary Shelley. Who was dating at the time who?
Victor Frankenstein.
Lord Byron Nelson.
Really?
Yes,
Byron
sir.
Nelson.
Yes, sir. And they were friends with, Bryce Percy Shelley.
Here's his soft side. It turns out he's a big English literature buff.
Yes. Literature was my first major.
Right.
Raise your hand if anybody's surprised by that. Are you really?
A little bit.
Dickens is my favorite. Love Charles Dickens.
Yeah.
But I also like some of the antiquities. Homer.
Great Expectations. It doesn't get any better than
Oliver Twist.
Really?
Oliver Twist, yes. The tragic youth with no background, rises up, and yes, I thought that's a good one.
You're making it into a movie
Great,
again.
great expectations. I saw it after that it's on Netflix or something.
But I like the obscure stuff like Jeffrey Chaucer, that's written in Middle English.
Well, I'm reading Shelby Foote's, first work in his three-part volume series. And it's like a gazillion pages, Civil War. And I mean, he's like the David McCullough of Civil War. And it's an original 1958 edition, and it's just the most delightful read.
Butterfly.
Ken Follett. You ever read Ken Follett? War of Remembrance, Winds of War, Year of the Cane Mutiny.
So I watched the new take on All Quiet on the Western Front, and I've heard the book is much better.
Yes.
Someone in class recommended the movie and I watched it, so.
It was interesting.
I like the 19, I think there's some map for remake.
The Lost Platoon is the best one. That's a World War
The
One.
Lost Battalion.
Lost Battalion, yes, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, you're right.
Yeah.
They made a movie out of Richard Schroeder in it.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that one, but the book was
All I remember is
fantastic.
that kid had an arcade game in his house, and I was jealous. And a train.
But the book was mesmerizing. But Ken Follett also wrote, Pillars of the Earth. If you remember that, it was an HBO series.
It's,
So that's when we talking about literature, just bore you, you were done?
definitely.
That was it?
I was bored, I was enjoying it.
Ready? Ready? All right. We need to get some rain time in, so we also need to still work on our power strike. So, we got. Ms. Carey, which one would you rather do? You do one after the other. We do one first and the other one second. That's the one thing we have not done in a while, so we can do that. So get your fighting gear on.
I don't know, kid. Dad's trying to avoid my foot still.
Dad got twisted fighting the kid.
If I go, it's only gonna be very, very limited.
Why don't you?
Use the gear.
No, why don't you gear up and you can fight me and I'll just kind of work with you.
Oh,
That lets you get some moving in. Suppose I'll probably put on my boots. I left those gloves down there, but there's a pair of black ones in there in the basket.
I was looking for shoes and a helmet that could fit my giant head.
There's one.
Next up, gloves.
Ethan, does that headgear work for you?
Yes,
Okay.
it fits my giant head.
There you go, boy.
I don't choose. What? Where did that come from?
James said I choose you.
45 push-ups when you get back.
Good. Better than sparring
What?
I don't know, sparring you and them or something.
Simba.
Zero traction, like these places all over, like a park.
Come on, gentlemen, let's get ready. Ready to get back in line, please.
Mr. Darby, you ever read the novel, or listen to the novel, One Lone Soldier?
Possibly. You have to understand something, Mr. Shane. I have a personal library of over 1,400 books, and I've read every one of them. And I've read way more than I have. So it's possible that somewhere in my history that I've read just about anything.
Wait a minute. Was that just emotional support books?
No, sir. I tried to read one time and it burst into flames. I don't know what that meant.
It was like the type of person who sit by like a cozy
Mr.
fireplace
Darby, you
with
look
good
like
old
the
teas.
person, the type of
read a
person
good
who
book.
has emotional support books for if you don't catch anything.
Emotional support, but there's another word for those. It's Tinder, right? Fire starters? Kindling, that's what it is, kindling. Yes. Miss Carrie, that's a joke for teenage boys. I don't really feel that way, so. I don't care.
We all know you're lying if you said you ain't never read The Notebook. I have.
Oh,
Good book.
who wrote that? That guy was from Carolina.
Sparks.
Sparks, Nicholas Sparks, yeah. So most of y'all don't know Miss Blade, my daughter. She's one of those, okay,
I remember I took a part of this to her chest.
she is a female me. Right? That girl's made out of iron all the way through. But when she graduated from high school, that was what she wanted for her high school graduation gift, was a trip through the Carolinas to all the places where those books were written about. Makes sense. All right now, boys, get a partner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, Mr. Darby, classic line. I'm
Alright, now listen. I should not have to have this conversation, man. Listen, hey, y'all, I'm talking. You should not have to have this conversation, but I feel like I need to. If you're fighting someone you can beat, and you decide, hey, this is going on, I'm gonna show out here. We explain to you exactly how far that's gonna go. Okay, next time you get in the ring, it's gonna be with me. Okay? You don't do that. You need to get that other side for sure. Number 2, when you're fighting somebody, doesn't matter if you're a lot better or just a little bit better than you. That's your opportunity to work and move. Move and learn how to block. Especially if it's somebody who's just a little bit better than you. In other words, if all you do is defend, and they can get you when you're not trying to attack, good. Let them get you. Because that's working your movement and learning, I gotta do this better and that better. You guys see me all the time. I'll get in the ring and I'll just use one hand. I'll block with just one hand. Okay? Next time I get in the ring, I use the other hand. It's because I'm trying to motivate you. All right? It doesn't do me any good to get here and bonk, y'all. I'm not helping you. Anyway, power striking. Don't get hard. Now, here's my opinion on striking to the face. Mr. Moe has dental work, so I'll get him in the face. Anybody else have dental work that needs repaired? So this is my opinion, other than if you have some kind of injury or your hand up. Okay, I see you behind here. Okay. So this is my opinion on getting struck in the face. You know how to block, you know how to move. I'm not going to tell people don't hit the face. That's not realistic. You need to learn how to block and move. But those exceptions, where you're not, where you've got somebody that has some kind of issue, you don't do that. Your partner will tell you. No, I'm not going to get you in the face with that.
Oh, yeah, it was very.
At least you wouldn't tell me. Tell your partner, hey, look, I've got some work here, I don't need to get hit. All right, that's respect. Like Miss Pam, I'm not going to do leg kicks, Miss Pam. That's not sportsmanlike. Okay? Somebody, yeah, I'll kick your leg out from under, that's a different story. Okay? He's just a little bit on that. He can't, you know. Anyway, sportsmanship as much as training. Was? Got each other. Was? Hands. Find position. Hey! Yeah! Okay.
Okay?
I was worried about somebody catching the elbow. Woo! That was fun. My bad. My bad. Man, get somewhere. Oh, okay. Are you okay? Are you good? No, no, it's fine. I lifted it, it's okay. Just when it stretches it, it's worrying me for it. Yep.
Somebody's watching this going, should they be doing that?
Good double block. Stop. Down. Push. Switch.
I'll take this all day.
Well, for a second, the whole bag. Eat ready. Shane.
Hey, Mr. Mom.
If I throw this out, it's seem like I've done something. I'm not blocking, if I go like
Guys,
this.
lie down now a little bit, please. Down. Push. Shake hands. Find position. Go. Now move up and catch. Just keep pressing. Good. About a half seven or something, right? How many have landed?
None.
Okay, about block.
Block.
tired. I'm the old man. Stop! Stop, us. You got an injury or gear issue?
Sir?
You got an injury or gear issue?
Just the gear.
Switch. Come on, Spirit. Find us.
Where would you like me to?
Sam. Body, please.
Body first.
Okay.
Mr. Shane?
Come on.
Mr. Shane, have you brought
There you go.
anything? Have you brought anything yet?
Sir. I'll make it some more. Yes.
I'm here.
Sarah, you got you.
By each other. Shake hands. Stand by, Shane.
Alright.
Fine stance. Yeah. How you made? Set yourself up, smooth, smooth, that's close. Just wait for those shots. Wait for those shots. Okay. Wait for those shots.
No. You want to sit in competition?
Oh, somebody else step in?
Yes.
Okay. I turned the drill first. Good. Good, come good, that's right.
Ethan, you're trying to pull over the face. Keep going over the face, so try and get for that. Up, some to the bottom, make them guess.
Be nice to that old lady board.
She's not giving me an inch.
I know she's not, she'll punch you in the nose if you don't read it.
Remember, your body is also a target. The body is very much a target, much larger target than the head.
Hit it in the beak, Pam.
Do the first punches. Good. More protect. Good. Time. Now.
I hope you got some good ones in, Pam.
Switch. Come here, Matthew.
Timmy.
Ooh, it's scary. You got the wind.
We're going right. It don't hurt me. It hurt me, I'm gonna make you walk around.
I like when y'all go hard with me. Go hard on each other. About each other. Boys, shake hands. Find hands.
Kim!
Raise it. Give me a fan. Trying to figure it out, Matthew? Trying to figure it out? Right now, just stand here like this, you're safe. Same thing this side. Oh, shin to shin. Oh, that hurts. We got the worst of it.
No, my knees.
Oh, I got you. But you rubbed your leg, she was rubbing her leg, same time, trying to get the swing. Good. All right, Matthew, come on. Come on. Come on, I didn't move. Come on. Come on. Oh, no, not that. Well. Same move. Well. You can't beat me. You just gotta fight.
I'm not doing so good at this.
Stop. By each other. Good. Wait.
Can I bow out for you? Thank you.
Hey, Tammy.
Next time, I'll take you down, sir.
All right, switch up again.
Kids, just like the water.
Nicole, go over get more now. She was saying supposed to get supplies.
Is it good? Okay. Work that in, all right?
All right, who's part? All right, Paul, Ethan. Come on, Tammy. You haven't fought me yet.
After you.
Come on, Jason. Yeah, you got me together.
Oh, lucky I'm not good at these sort of things.
There's three and pounds in this book. Have you watching it?
No.
You can fix it.
Just take it away from them. About each other. Us. Shake hands. Find stand.
I thought you said go.
I did say go.
Oh,
Oh, they don't mean I can't. Good. I'll work, that's right.
Now listen, all I do is.
You okay? Sorry. How are you?
If you see somebody standing like this, they either want to sign or they like this. I like to most of the day, you look somebody, let's take them there, okay? Your hands up, and I'm the more that's like, your hands up, okay?
We need to take a walk, so you can get it from the hand and get it. Good. Back it up. I'm gonna be right here. Roll that in. Come on. Work. There you go. When you rock me out, when you rock me out. See, turn out, turn right. No, keep going that way.
Shane,
That's just my fun.
Slide. Turn on to your right side. Turn on to your right side. See? Now the pressure's on. See? You're finding the tips what you did. Okay? Twist yourself. Push yourself to the outside. Stop. Yeah. Now, close. Shake hands. Ease up. All right, come on, hands. One more time, switch. Sir, are we grappling? Sir, are we grappling? No, I was with Purple Jason, now you're out of now. Trying to show him, he was trying to push against my box legs. So I was teaching him how to. I'll show you. Oh, shoot? Sort of, yeah. Just try to do the way we fell. All right, body toe, push, shake in.
That's, sorry, Miss Pam.
That's fine. Body stand. Okay. Okay, Terry? Yeah. That. That's not nice, sir.
Wendy. How old are you again? 15, I'm 3 times your age plus a bunch.
And he had to fight really tiny people.
Yes, that's right.
I had the right to, I really think.
Oh, so many punches, so many punches. Ah! I'm sorry, thank you. I said I was sorry.
Thank you, they only told me. Okay, gonna do it again.
I'm just gonna show you now.
Thank you, is that legal?
That's on the what? An accident.
Best move tonight. That wasn't even a kick, he's got a trick leg. You're being nice, sir. What would what would your meatball say?
Not my meatball. You don't know what my meatball would have said. Oh, no, why did you stand it? All right, everybody back, what? I can invite you to go get some water, we're going to get out of the tap.
Water's water.
Just saying, look in the supply closet and see if there's a case down in the floor. There might be another case in there. Oh. Oh no, Mr. Moore, my grandmama was a mean lady.
Sir, that was the first time you and I got to fiddle around, that was cool.
Oh, was it really?
Puss. Oh. The only reason I even throw a hook kick is because my regular kicks ain't fast. I was.
Those weren't hook kicks, I was throwing, I can't roll my hip to get a hook kick, but those were crescent kicks. I'm afraid to throw an axe kick on these kids because I'm afraid they'll come down the lane too hard.
Oh, Bubba, Ethan, you can't, I don't think you can pull what he did, he's got it. He works.
He's strong.
Just slow, and he does. And I told him, you got to push up. It won't be back, because when you hit, he's not going to get there. He just goes. And you can tell he's not someone yeah. Good. That's what it looks like. And yes.
What?
Ethan, you bleed?
No. Are you bleeding from the nose? Stick your nose, you sure? Do you bleed your nose?
Everybody's sweating.
Okay, let's sit up. Under belt, you come back in, bring the shields, please. No, you may need your gloves, not your boots. No, we're doing bag work.
I'm telling you, sir, I can't stop seeing it now. If this place were ever on fire, it would just be terrible, because people would take out the door.
You can take your boots, you're gonna probably with your gloves on.
Like Bruce Lee now.
I want to see what mine is about.
I don't, in your
I mean, I'm not looking for that.
All right, get a partner about your size, best that you can.
Come on, Johnny.
Everybody down on this end. Everybody down on this end. Gloves, you won't need your boots. You can't put boots on yet.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry?
I kept running into people, I was like, who's you? I don't know.
No, you don't do that.
I got this story.
Now, if you had zero issues with hitting an old woman, even, my God, I really should better.
Well, it's been self-defense. If, I have my first one.
She gets that value right
Dropping the bag over
We
the
have,
top.
yeah, we have. Oh, yes.
Close in. I want you close when you start these. Look, when you're going through these drills, don't look at the static one-dimensional drill. Does everybody understand what I mean by that? You don't just move straight and that's all. As you're fighting, it's only in close, all right? 1, 2, 3. But don't just go 1, 2, 3, reset, 1, 2, 3 this way. I want you. Okay? You know, moving like you're actually fighting. And I also want you to set a good pace between your strike sets. Does everybody understand what I mean by strike sets?
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3, that's a strike set. Breathe. You don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. When you're going to wear yourself completely out like that. Like it's a real fight pace. Okay, sir?
But it doesn't have to be for you to be like,
On this drill right here, that's what you're doing. 1, 2, the knee. Now, G, close, close. Here's swine. Everybody's used to doing their punch drills at distance, this way. I want you to learn how to punch tight,
close and personal.
close and personal. Okay? If you're not close enough to smell their breath, you're not close enough.
Sorry, Mr. Mulholland, that took 6 times today.
All right, let's go. One person, same way. 1, 2, 3, down and back. Guys, be careful about your gloves. Don't leave your gloves, and of course, we're going to trip over. Okay. Thanks, 1, 2, 3. everybody be close. Close in tight. Feelings? So guys, don't get that on your head. So brothers, Matthew.
I go that way.
I'm ready. You're not punching, you're blocking. You're not striking, block. Good lateral movement, Matthew. You're not punching, you're blocking. Tight. You got it. You both agree. I mean, back up. Stay close. Stay close. That's right. Set up. Good, go. Good knee. There you go. Stay close. Stay close. There you go, Dan. That's the way to work it. Good, Sam, good adjustment. Good. Good. Come on, 5 feet.
Get it, Tammy.
5 feet. Come on.
Chin like you're asking for more
Breathe.
science, Father. Come on.
Come on, breathe.
It's me.
Nice job, Tammy.
Good. I'll hold back on this time to catch your breath. All right. This time, you're gonna work to the side. Okay. You're gonna start 1, 2 down the middle, okay? So the person holding the bag, you don't have to turn. 1, 2, you're gonna turn to your right. I'm gonna step in, I'm gonna hook here, and I'm gonna step around to that side, okay? So what you do is, you're going 1, 2, 1, 2, you're stepping around here, and then stepping to this side this way. See? This is why your hands always have to be up here. Now, when you're doing this type of fight, this is what I was saying about being close on that last drill. You need to be here, okay? Punch, okay? Not much to that. But when he does this, see what I can do? All right? There's a lot of things in there. You can add that because you're in close and you got contact. All right? Don't get trapped in one thing. I saw, y'all heard me say this quite a few times. Good adjustment, because you're out of position to throw the technique you're supposed to, so you threw something else. That's good adjustment. I'm giving you sets of combinations to teach you flow. Does everybody understand what I mean by flow? Okay? So a natural flow is when you can go 1, 2, 3, and your body's naturally set up for it. That's what Kata is designed to teach you. So when you go 1, 2, 3, that's a natural flow. You don't have to go 1, 2, and then go. See, unnatural, right? A lot of times I'll see people that try to do unnatural things. 1, 2, then they hit this hand again. That's not a natural rhythm. Alright? You there is the fluid, boom, 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 easy, get to it that way. Okay? So when I'm talking about flow, that's what I'm talking about. One technique naturally leads to the next one. Alright? Here we go. I lost all that. Sir.
Whatever you want.
That's what I just said. I forgot where I was at in the sequence. 1, 2, he's gonna turn to the right. 3. When you come to the side, he's going to adjust. Okay, now you're gonna turn with your body. Now you're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Step back around. 4. Okay. Got it? You just work back and forth. This way. What you're trying. What you're trying to do is you're trying to work around the elbow. So you work around the elbow. Here. Work around the elbow. You can drive that hook punch behind the elbow. Well, let's.
So, sir, just, if 1, 2, 3, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
Okay.
You just right, left, right, left.
I'm born in enterprise, sir. I'll give it my best.
So, you know,
But we're close to Samson.
war balls and all that, you know.
I
And
would
you're
want to
literally
take,
close to Samson.
I was gonna crack it in. At least I'm not the hospital.
Listen, there are some really, really good people from Sampson. I'm telling you the truth, now, there's some great people from Sampson.
It looks like a nice little.
Rocket science is not one of our fortes. You know what I'm saying? There's probably, to be fair, there's probably a dozen people with doctorates in the city of Sampson, and 8 of them come from my class. That's a fact. It's amazing. All right, here we go. Let all these move forward. Don't overcomplicate it. Just working around the target. Okay.
How far away is it?
You're not. It's cover.
Look where you're going, right?
Green over your shoulder before you look.
Hey, you okay? You okay? You're only moving this back.
Take it again. Stay with it. Roll. Roll.
There you go. Okay, ready? Working straight. You should. Work right, sorry. Look, good. Come on. Nice. Come on. Are you all right?
Yeah, you got it.
Come on, come on. All right, you can have my lunch money.
Now, y'all everybody bounce it down. Look.
What?
You cover this, we talked about that. No, no. All right, Stephen.
So he said he was still alive.
Hey, get you some work, and then we can hold the bottle. When you get your break, when you sit down, or just listen to the next right now. All right, so the reason I give you certain striking combinations. 1, 2, that's about as easy as it gets, okay? That combination right there, even when you're exhausted, you can throw that, okay? What it does is it makes your opponent stay busy. Your opponent can't do what they want to do because they got to be worried about you throwing those punches, right? So that's part of punching, it's making your opponent react to punches too, not just trying to create injury. Of course, the first thing you want to do is punch to create harm. But I'm talking about when you're exhausted, when you're tired, and you're like, I can't block another punch, I can't, you just start 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, well, they have to block that, okay? The last thing you can do in a fight, the last thing is just do nothing. If you're gonna do nothing, just lay your head over and start pounding on them, that's what's fixing to happen. I know you're tired, I know you're hurt, I know you're winded, I know all of that. That's when a fight is won. Fight is not won when you're fresh and happy. I mean, what we see because of social media and ESPN's top 10 and all that crazy stuff, you see the wild stuff. You see the crazy things that are one in a million. Because they look around the globe for the one thing that happens that gets your attention. I was watching some fights over the weekend, and we'll type in fights and this kind of technique, that kind of technique. And the first thing it wants to show you is such and such person, 7-second knockout with this punch, and I'm like, you're an idiot. Get that away from me. It's not realistic. Did it actually happen? Yes. There are circumstances that come with that. That person didn't knock out the other person in 7 seconds because they're Bruce Lee reincarnated. You do a lucky punch that happened to land, the other guy was out of position, wasn't paying attention, whatever it was. Don't think that that's what's going to happen in a real fight. It's not. Okay? So what you got to do is you got to prepare yourself for the hard fights. Prepare yourself for the hard fights. If you think you're going to fight and not get injured, that's just silly. Or hurt. Not injured, but hurt. You're going to get hurt. Doesn't matter what you do. I'm going to tell 2 stories, okay? Jansen and his brother Jason, 2 years ago, played around with their mom's car and what happened? One of y'all broke an arm. When Jason, which one of y'all broke your arm? Scooter. Okay. So, riding a scooter, broke your arm. JD's cousin got hit in the face with a baseball a month or so back. Okay? It wasn't even hit off the bat. It was second baseman going to first baseman, and he threw it a little bit too low, his car and broke his face. Like really broke his face. It doesn't matter what you do, you're going to get injured. This prepares you for how to react to it. So, don't think it's some miracle plan. All right, now, what we're going to do, we've got 10 minutes. We're going to work on technical qualities of shin kicks. So everybody stand up, get your part of each bag. Oh, got the other side, let's do the other side, thanks, man. You know I'm going to get 1%. Let's finish up this drill, the other side. Even if you don't feel like you can, are you trying this time or hold?
I'd probably be more of the lines of holding.
No, I'm asking you, is it your turn to strike or your turn to hold?
My turn to hold on.
So I'll hold for your partner. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'll hold for your partner. Who's your partner?
Matthew.
Look. this is the other thing I was gonna say about taking a breath. Don't worry about yes, I'm showing you how to create a pattern that flows. I'm showing you techniques that flow together. But as long as you're striking and moving and you've got good rhythm and balance, just try it. That's all you gotta do. All right? Okay.
Good job, Miss Pam. Come on, Mr. Jansen. Now, come on, up with you.
And there you go. Take time to breathe. Take time to breathe. Make the breath.
Come on, Tammy. Come on, breathe. On the way out. Exhale on the way out.
Exhale for extra power.
Come on, good.
And that's for breathe.
That's good.
Exhale, everybody, smack your brother in the face.
I like
Good.
the season.
Don't punch your block.
Take the season.
Good. Come on. Five more feet.
Not season.
Five more feet. Not seasoned. Somebody you really hate.
Then like it's Mr. Sampson.
Nice. Come on.
Come on, let's go.
Nice job. Come on. Get him up, get him up. Nice. Come on, get. Nice.
All right, so let's stand up.
Hey.
Tell you what, leave the shields down, we're gonna do this without partners, because we'll work on the form of it, okay? We're gonna do one row right here. You know what, let's take it simpler than that, just line up like there is class. Hey, text me your address. YMCA. Men show. Okay. Ready?
Good.
All right, let's step back with your kicking leg behind, fine stance, yeah. And now, for the people going right leg kick, we want to start this way. So I'm going to break it down into parts. Understand this. Just because I'm breaking it down into parts does not mean that's what you're going to actually stop in those positions. So when I show you this position and that starting position, doesn't mean you're actually gonna come here and start, okay? So this is gonna be position number one. What you wanna do is you wanna be quick. It's a loose motion in your hip, you're just snatching the knee up, quick that way. All right, do that. Okay, now, be careful Mo, be careful Pam. The next thing you're gonna do when you snatch that knee up is you're gonna let your hip roll. So it's gonna look like this. And your foot's actually gonna be pointing down. Do that. Bang. Now look, let me make this clear. When I say down, what I mean is, most of y'all are doing this. Like that. That's not down. That's forward. I mean up and down. Straight down.
Sir, was that your hip popping?
We're not gonna talk about it.
All right, fair enough.
Okay, yes. Now, that's the way you roll that hip. All right, so we're gonna do 2 or 3 times together. Up and down. Up and down. Don't worry about catching your, look, if you do this and you fall forward, fine. Don't worry about trying to control that foot on the stop. Hey! Come! Three! Go! All right, now, the next thing, here, most of you are doing this, up, and when you come down, you're pulling your shoulder back this way. That's why you're not landing on the floor, okay? I want your foot, when that kick comes through, listen, I want that foot hard on the floor. Watch the difference in the shoulder. Up and pulling the shoulder back. Nice and upright, good balance. That's not what we're going to do with a shin kick. Everything goes forward. Up, forward. That way. You see how I'm actually leaning in like this. All right, here we go. Hey. Yes. Hey. Good. Come. Yes. 3. 4. Go. Good drive forward. You got the body. Foot drive down, you got the body drive forward. Hey. Hey. Fun. Your body goes forward. Forward. You feel that pressure up there? You're leaning into my hand. Let's go do that. Body goes forward my hand. Yes, yes, yes. There. Okay. All right. Now, the next thing. When you finish your kick, at the end of your kick, your hip is going to be pushed forward. So it's going to be up, down, and push forward this way. All of my weight is on the ball of my foot here. My kicking foot, all the way there. Okay? When you land here. And my foot's all my way. No weight right here. All right, here we go. Up and down, not sideways. Hey! Hey! Lean forward, lean into it. Hey! Change. Good. Go! Down, more down, let that get sloppy, go that hip tight. Hey! Hey! Fun! Woo! Yes, sir. Now, last thing. So, there's a couple of you I pointed out, and they said, good, because you're getting the right angle on it. So almost everybody's doing this, up, turn and kick, and your foot is stomping here, almost in a straight line. You want that foot to go through your target. So you want to cross over. So you want to do it this way. Here, like that, and cross over. Okay? Some of you are already doing that. Really big hip turn. Punch. Lean forward into it, man. All your weight on that kick foot when you land. Aim. Turn. Three. Up higher when you start. Go. Go. Touch. This way, not up this way. Touch. Now, young man. All right. Shin kick's a hard thing to do. We're gonna work that until it becomes, effective. Here's a great thing about a shin kick. You can throw a shin kick halfway right, and it will work. All right, so if we're fighting, and for whatever reason, I can't turn my hip over, right, and I do this, and I kick that way, that's still gonna work, okay? It's not gonna be as effective, it may not paralyze the leg, but it's gonna hurt the leg.
So there are some tournaments where shin kicks are allowed, isn't there?
Yes, sir.
As long as they follow it up with a strike.
Yes, sir. All the Yoshikai tournaments, you can do leg kicks. They call them check kicks.
Lord, that's the next way, whatever. Next thing is mine.
Hey, they've softened that rule since I was young. Back in the day, you could really bear into it. All right. Do yourself a favor. I want to say this, it's gonna sound like I'm making fun, but I'm not. Especially if you're a smaller person. And by a smaller person, thin, small, lightweight, okay? If you're a smaller person, work those shin kicks. That's an advantage. If you don't have good, great high kicks, shin kicks are a wonderful tool. If you want a technique that's gonna be effective for self-defense, I'm gonna tell you 3 of them, the same 3 I preach to everybody. 4. Elbows, knees, heel palms, and shin kicks. For self-defense purposes, that's the only 4 things you ever really need to know. Elbows, knees, heel palms, and shin kicks. You can hit every target on the body with those. All right? Okay? Ready?
Frenchy. Rick.
Yes.
Get on to, right?
Good night. Boys. You belt, Mr. Simmons.